And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse. There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around. The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around? Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Till Armageddon, no shalom, no shalom. Then the father hen will call his chickens home. The wise men will bow down before the throne, and at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns when the man comes around. Whoever is unjust, let him be unjust still. Whoever is righteous, let him be righteous still. Whoever is filthy, let him be filthy still. Listen to the words long written down when the man comes around. Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. In measured 100-weight and penny pound when the man comes around. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers, because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds
folks.
dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs, you are.
Hello. Chaz is having some technical difficulties in the background. And he's got text stuff. So welcome to PPN. Man, that's an oldie but a goodie, that intro. That's from way back in the day. Unfortunately, I can't control any of the toggles or anything like that, but I'm just going to talk for a minute while Chaz gets things squared away in the background.
Sorry about that. Oh my goodness,
you're good,
man. Censorship's alive and well. That's all I can say. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to put you on the spot. I was like, look up, man, look up, because I was just sitting here like, I texted in, and man, I've had to restart the streams 3 separate times because they're saying on a lot of these that, or the notifications I'm getting, that try back later. Try back later. That's all I said. No, how about we try now? You know what I'm saying? So reasons, salutations. Man, a lot of things are going on. Obviously, as always, nothing's really changed there. I think, one thing I think Dallas had, all of us are pretty happy about. The truth's going to come out. The truth's going to come out, regardless of what you, I, or anybody else says. Warren, it doesn't matter. The truth will come out. And people will understand exactly what's going on. I keep on saying this because we're like the spoiler of the movie, dude. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, we're for them to mess with us like they're doing. They tried to dismantle our chats. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your patience. Bear with us. It hasn't been easy, but you know what? If you're out there telling the truth, it's never going to be easy because they're going to try to shut your ass down. And that's what they've been doing, man. Straight up. So, oh, me. Well, everybody's talking about bonds. I know Mark Z had some type of historic bonds update. I'm going to put this on the screen. You might have seen it. I have not seen it. I don't know exactly what's going on, but this was sent to me, so check this out. Get your thoughts on this, Dallas.
My only job. I need some of that. You got any big updates? On my chair. Yes, I have. I have a bond contact who has now seen the amount of money he's supposed to get in his bank account, and it's supposed to be released tomorrow. I have 3 other bond contacts who were told, one of them was told 8 days ago, he's getting paid tomorrow. The other 2 have also heard tomorrow. So it seems like if these people are legitimately real bondholders who have Dragon bonds or whatever, and we're not talking Zim bonds, we're talking Dragon bonds, we're talking German railroad bonds, Philippine bonds. If they're not completely making it all up and lying to me, then looks like a lot of people are going to get paid tomorrow.
I got one of my bond contacts said, glad to give you a loan next week.
That's kind of what I've been told.
I heard also some Mexican railroad bonds are being done.
I was told it's not going to, don't worry about paying it back. You won't need to. I'm like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for $5 million, right?
Hey, do you know when this was posted? I don't. Obviously, it's a recent video. Of course, some of you out there in the chats probably know, obviously. But Dallas, what's your thoughts on that? I haven't been keeping up outside of us reporting with the bonds that everybody is liquidating the United States bonds. I know that they're cleaning house. That's what I do know.
It's funny. I can agree with the very first thing that was said. People can actually, not individuals, like not you and I, or somebody that has a box of Golden Dragon bonds, right? Like, but the people that have 12,000 boxes, the people that have 60,000 boxes, they can see the money in their account. They can't use it. It's not liquid, but they can see it. I do agree with that part. No, but nobody has been made liquid. My assumption is that's from yesterday. It might have been this morning, but my assumption is yesterday. Maybe last night. well, God, how do you say this? All the things are in place. Like the contracts have been signed, and all the things everything's been done. All the dots have been, all the I's have been dotted, and all the T's have been crossed. There's supposed to be
yesterday, by the way. Sorry,
liquidity.
It was yesterday when Mark Z yesterday night. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
I was guessing yesterday. Liquidity this weekend into Monday. Well, Monday's a holiday in Europe, so Tuesday for the very, 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 very top, not Joe Schmo that has a bond or two or a box or two. I mean, the sovereign families, the governments and the militaries of the countries, the 209 countries that are overseeing this whole thing. But next week is supposed to be a big week. Now, I'm not making that claim. I'm just saying I've heard similar things. But what I am fairly confident in is nobody has gotten paid yet. Nobody's liquid. That will happen next week. If it happens, it's supposed to happen next week, Tuesday. And then it trickles down from there, but it's going to take a while, man. It's not going to be flip the switch. Everybody goes through redemption centers and walks out with money. That's not how this thing is happening now, and that I can tell you emphatically.
I'll tell you this: what's happening right now, especially within Patriot Shoot in the RV chat, man, it is absolutely going wild right now. If you're not in Patriot Shoot, your wood might be wet. Go to join.patriotshoot.com. Find out what's happening behind closed doors, because it's kind of amazing, and we're pretty excited that what this is leading up to. Again, my gut is telling me abundance. We got to go through all this crap, which we've been going through, and it hasn't been fun for neither one of us being able to talk about this, and some people are having fun reporting this kind of stuff. But unfortunately, the ones that are feeling good about it are 9 times out of 10 not over the target per se. And there's so many dynamics with everything that's going on. Obviously, you probably heard about what happened in Russia this morning, where Ukraine came in and bombed a children's school, like 84 children under rubble. Okay. Putin has just made a huge announcement, and it corresponds more, I think, with Trump pretty much saying, hey, you drop a nuke on Iran, we're going to go ahead and we're preparing to drop a nuke on Ukraine. You heard me correctly. That's pretty much roundabout what's transpiring right now. And you can kind of see.
Но нам понятно, еще раз это становится очевидным.
I'll save you. If you know how to speak Russian, that's going to sound exactly right to you. But if you don't, just all you got to do is understand what's about to take place. And it'll let me back out. There we go. Preparations are being made for a retaliatory strike against Ukraine. And I'm here to tell you, it's going to be big. It's going to be massive.
Well, they're saying in the chat that Tulsi Gabbard has resigned effective immediately.
Come on now. Are you serious? Hang on, let me grab this. Angela, I think that's probably what Angela put. Yep, there it is. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, Tulsi is stepping down. Her role is done. Let's see what happens next. What, man?
I mean, look at what she's brought forward. And again, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer guy, but she brought all the evidence against Obama. Nothing, just crickets. The media won't cover it. The only people that talk about it are you and I and those like us. She has said repeatedly that Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons. Ignored. Now we're coming up on 90 days in a war with a country which again is Iraq, right? Which Iraq, it was weapons of mass destruction, which turned out there were never weapons of mass destruction. now we're in a war with Iran for nuclear weapons. It's going to come to light that they don't have nuclear weapons. Netanyahu has been screaming for 45 years that they're 2 weeks away from having a nuclear weapon, and yet they still don't have a nuclear weapon. But
I'm trying to pull this up. Bear with me. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're saying Fox is live right now. Something huge is going on. Bear with me. I'm trying to get the details. Log in.
It's about to get weird, man.
It's already there. And people are going to be, you know, as well as I do, Dallas, you know, it's going to be some shock and awe with people. And we're kind of going to be sitting back saying, well, we were expecting that. And we'll see how it rolls. Let's see here. Yeah, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get to it. Where's that? Let's see here. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I don't like dead space. Sorry. All right. Let me Fox News. Get on here. I got on here in time.
Jr., the newest member of the Trump family, soon-to-be wife Bettina, circumstances pertaining to.
All right, I'll keep this on the screen and maybe it'll circle back talking about that. So that's huge, man, with Tulsi Gabbard, because she, like you said, she has time and time again has said those exact things. Nobody's listening to her. Why is she in that role if no one's listening to her?
Yeah. Chaz, I kind of assumed you were going to have this up, but have you seen the retired vice admiral that was on Fox yesterday talking about the war in Iran? And you can clearly see the dude's wearing a mask. Like you can literally see.
Oh yeah, we covered that. Yeah, you're talking about the bald-headed guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we covered that hardcore, absolutely, 100%.
I mean, what? To me, that begs the question. Either they think we're stupid or they think the American people are just blind buffoons. Like, you know, and I suppose it depends on your point of view, but that was the most egregious thing I've ever seen. Like, and to be honest with you, I didn't even see it when it happened. And then I saw a replay and I was just like, oh, like it's just flapping in the wind. Like they didn't even try to cover it up or tuck it in or you know what I mean? So
yeah. It's
then it begs the question, who's the guy under the mask? If that's not the vice admiral, why, who is it? And why did you pick the vice admiral as your talking point? You know,
100%. We got Russell Brand now sharing all the tick stuff like we've been talking about. He's getting videos in left and right, just like we are. Check this out. And by the way, protect your family from all this tick madness. Text 877-776-6391 with your first and last name. And we also have a fuel additive that will actually extend your fuel life. Text the same number with your first and last name. Let us know. Check this out.
It's got a bullseye on its back. It's got a bullseye on its back.
That's exactly. And those are the ones. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Rocky Mountain spotted ticks or whatever, is that what they're called?
I guess, but they're all, you know, made in the lab from all the new crap they put into them, you know?
Well, and you know what we haven't even talked about, Chaz, is the fact that we know for a fact that Bill Gates released something like 200 million infected mosquitoes in Florida a year and a half ago. Like, this is not a new thing. And that's what's kind of weird to me is people are like, oh, they would never do that. No. This is not the first time. This isn't the second time. They have been doing experiments on U.S. citizens and our military men and women for centuries, for decades.
100%. So I don't know if any of y'all watched a Hunter Biden interview with Candace Owens. They're saying it was a complete train wreck. They're saying Hunter Rex Candace. Check this. Number one, why would you want to have him on your show? Maybe that's the first question.
Yeah, that is literally the first thing I thought. When you said that, I was like, why?
Exactly. Let's see what this guy has to say about it.
When I saw that Candace Owens was inviting her latest cult member onto her podcast to interview him, I was not at all prepared for what Hunter Biden did. I wasn't ready for this, and I guarantee you aren't ready for it either.
They sent this to me right before I came into you. They knew that I was going to talk to you. And I promise you I did not plan to do this.
No, you're so fine.
It was a prayer. If you are wise and understand God's ways, prove it by living an honorable life. Do good works with the humility that comes from wisdom. But if you are bitterly jealous and there is selfish ambition in your heart, don't cover up the truth with boasting and lying. For jealousy and selfishness are not God's kind of wisdom. Such things are earthly, unspiritual, and demonic.
He's getting very annoyed. Did you see
Wherever
that?
there is jealousy and selfish ambition, there you will find disorder and evil of every kind.
You know, God has this very interesting way of getting the things that he wants people to hear directly in front of them, even if that means they have to go through Hunter Biden to get to Candace Owens. Hunter Biden just gave Candace Owens probably the worst dressing down that she's ever had in her entire life. And did you see her face when he mentioned the word demonic? It was like one of them was trying to come out. She wasn't ready for that. I wonder if he's still invited into her cult. I mean, because they fit perfectly together, the two of them. And throughout the entire interview, the amount of chemistry that they shared was a little weird. But nonetheless, I wonder if she's going to invite him into the cult after all. By the way, do we really have to sit and listen to a bunch of cult members now defend Hunter Biden because he's part of their cult now? Because I don't know about you, but I'm seeing an awful lot of these fake ass black pill wannabe America First people now suddenly coming to Hunter Biden's defense, like they were just activated by their.
By the way, you don't have to worry about that with us because we never will. Hey, they're saying, man, there's a lot of pissed out patriots. Somebody said that in the chat that Nino actually lost his shit about it. So that wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, who blames you for having that type of mentality of having someone like that? I wouldn't even give him the time or freaking day at all for what he's done. Not only to victims, but also what he has done in taking advantage working with Papa. You know what I mean?
The big guy. The big guy.
That's right. I got to say it right. The big guy. But,
yeah, I mean, I would have to go back and watch the whole interview. I mean, that's classic. You know, again, I get frustrated when people automatically defend the opposite point of view, but like that's one little snippet. We don't know what was said before. We don't know what was said after, but it's an interesting prayer that he was sent. You know what I mean? Like who sent it to him?
Right.
Because it was, I mean, it was very well worded, but you know, it's what is interesting to me is, have you heard all of the stuff coming out about TP USA, Turning Point USA, and how most of the chapters that they bragged about weren't even real? Like they were fictitious groups of students at different colleges, and I mean, there's so much weirdness going on with that whole thing. It's just crazy, and unfortunately, Candace is a part of it. I think she's been spot on most of the time. I think that's a bad choice to bring him onto your show for ratings or for whatever reason, but I'd have to go back and watch the whole thing.
All right, got some breaking news. Okay, where did you say the huge explosion took place? Okay, in Hungary, massive, like extreme massive explosion has just taken place just now. Like massive. We're getting more details. Let me see if I grab this and put this on the screen here. Just now? Okay.
Who's blowing up Hungary and why?
That's a great question. So there you go. So all they're saying, this is all I can find with quickness. This is Russian news. This is about 26 minutes ago. This is taking place. They're telling you it's horrific sabotage taking place in Serbia. They're already saying it's CIA. Wow. Okay. Well,
So
again,
is that CIA's response to Putin's threat?
right. It could be. It could
Well,
be. It very well could be.
why can we not just why can we not just dissolve the CIA, the FBI, and all of those 3 other agencies that are not legal? They're not
Never
connected
been a
to our
president
government.
to do so. There hasn't been a president yet to do so. They all. Ooh. Have you looked at the market, homie? Ooh. If it starts crashing, that means we're about to attack Iran. That's my personal opinion. Look at this. Boo. Voila.
Back up over 50, almost 51. That makes no sense.
Nah. Look at here. Looky. Here comes Hooky. Wow.
Somehow the market is up and gold and silver are both down.
It's full. There's no way. Don't you love it how they lie to us? It's a trip. Anybody, Angela, by chance, if you happen to come across anything with Hungary, please let me know. They're saying it's pretty serious. We'll have to figure it out.
Well, so do we know? Was it a refining factory? Was it what blew up? Do we know?
Do not know. Do not know at this point. We do know there was a huge explosion at a refinery. It was in a foreign country. I was just talking about it earlier today. Man, there's so much going on. It's virtually impossible to keep up with it all, but we're doing our best.
Somebody somewhere.
This is the largest oil and gas facility, the largest gas and oil facility in all of Hungary has just absolutely just exploded.
And people think that this is not a strategic takedown and destruction of our energy and transportation system. Like who doesn't know? Like, how do you not put all those pieces together that they shut the Straits of Hormuz, which is where, roughly 60 to 70% of the world got its oil. We're trying to broker this new deal where the United States, Canada, and Mexico, using the oil of Venezuela, are now the new Middle East, and we're doing it at the expense and the destruction of the entire world economy and the whole global economy. Like, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out.
Again, developing stories here as we get more details. By God, we're going to let you know. Obviously, Tulsi Gabbard situation is dominating the social media feeds right now. Oh, there it goes. All right, hang on. Let's see here. I got. Is this live right now? Let me see if this is Tulsi or this was live. I think this is what everyone was talking about. Breaking, yeah. So I don't know if this is her talking about. Man, here we go. Let's see what's going on.
Islamist groups and individuals use this ideology for recruiting and financial support for terrorist groups and individuals around the world, and to advance their political objectives of establishing an Islamist caliphate which governs based on Sharia. There are increasing examples of this in various European countries, and President Trump's designation of certain Muslim Brotherhood chapters as foreign terrorist organizations is a mechanism to secure Americans against this threat.
So I guess it's just more or less a video of her talking about some of the talking points there.
Yeah, it's one of her testimonies in front of a congressional hearing.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, I know a lot of folks don't necessarily agree with everything with Tulsi, but I think she's pretty much a stand-up person and such a matter-of-fact person. Now,
she's been one of the only ones that hasn't wavered, and in my honest opinion, she's the only one that hasn't wavered from her original statements, her original mission, Man, that's a blow to this administration, in my opinion.
Yeah, she's a good one. By the way, what stands out in this picture if you just take a quick look? Asking for a friend.
The dude on the left is way taller than Trump.
Is that symbolism I see with his hands?
With the diamond.
Yeah, that's what was it? Harsh, Kevin Harsh, I believe is his name, is now taking the place of Jerome Powell.
In the Fed?
Yeah, for the Fed. Yeah. We'll see how that.
So we replaced one cabal handyman with another cabal handyman. That seems weird.
Hey, they released a second batch of UFO stuff. Have you heard about that?
I mean, I've seen little clips, but I have zero interest in the UFO stuff.
Yeah, it's all, shucking and jiving, man. They're shucking and jiving on us. Here we go. It's been official. U.S.-Iran peace deal has been canceled again. Iranian officials say we haven't reached a point where an agreement is close. Both sides still have disagreements over nuclear dust and the Strait of Hormuz. This is extremely bad for markets, is what they're claiming. Get ready. So we're about to see to what degree Trump is going to do in Iran. Yep. Everyone says, Chaz, there ain't no such thing as nuclear weapons. Okay. Do you think that Trump's going to use a nuke on Iran? What's your gut telling you? Now, there's no facts here, by the way, guys. Just this is a personal opinion.
No, I think Israel is going to drop whatever they have. I mean, is it a nuclear bomb? I don't know. Are they going to carpet bomb the entire country and make it look like a nuclear bomb? Possibly, but I think Israel is going to drop it. It's not going to be the United States because we're not that stupid.
The CIA have the capability of dropping a nuke?
They have the capability of getting other countries to do it, I believe. Yes.
Proxies got you. Okay. Wow. That's a good point. Yeah. So a lot of people are not too happy with Tulsi stepping down.
As they shouldn't be. I mean, she was one of the people that was doing her job, and she never wavered, and she never fluttered, and she never flipped. I think she was a huge part of bringing, legitimacy and whatever the word is I can't think of right now to this version of this administration, and I think it's a huge loss. But
yeah, only time will tell with this. But obviously, she doesn't agree with something. She's the one doing the resigning. Trump didn't fire her, so she hasn't necessarily done anything wrong. I think, like you said, she's sitting there saying this and that. No one's listening to her, or because she's saying some things, she said the opposite.
And that would be my guess. I mean, Chaz, if
you think she was forced to,
no, I think if you worked for a company and you repeatedly were told or you were given specific tasks and specific jobs, and every single time you came and delivered your report, your boss looked at you and went, "I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I'm going to do the opposite." Like, why would you keep working there? Eventually you'd be like, I'm just wasting my time. I'm taking time away from my family, my husband, my children. I'm going to go home and, hang out.
Yep. By the way, you think Fox would learn off of watching everybody on the internet post that segment of that guy, bald-headed guy? By the way, I don't even know who that guy is. I'm sure somebody in the chat does. And you were just talking about it where it showed the line of the mask.
Yeah, he's a retired vice admiral from the Navy.
Well, BB here is having a hard time dealing with
he's got old Kamala Harris neck going on.
He's got some issues going on there. He's got some growth happening right there. Yeah. They're saying a lot of people in the chat, Shirley here, saying her job is done. She brought it out. It's up to the military to take over. Plus, her husband is sick. Well, I hate it that her husband's sick. I hate to hear that. Wonder where she's going.
If I was there, I'd start writing a book.
That would not surprise me. Yeah, now they're dumping all of this alien stuff all over the internet right now, which is going to cover up what's happening. Bitcoin is crashing. No surprise there, right?
Not for me.
Yeah, right. Me either. I would stay the hell away from it completely. Not to mention, we all know where it's come from. But this is what they're saying right now. It's dropping. People are tripping right now. Something big is about to happen with the oil, and I don't think it's good. You got a lot of short investors. And the main one that everybody's trying to find out that always makes a trade like 30 minutes prior to a major announcement. So somebody is putting their chips together to do another one. So just be expecting that to happen. By the way, if you have gold and silver, do not sell. They're manipulating the market. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Keep your gold and silver. If you're able to, buy more. If it's dropping, get you a hell of a deal. I know where you can go. Info at milesfranklin.com. Ask for the PPN price list. You'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you did.
No, the reality is every bank in every country in the world is buying gold and silver. And that's how they're suppressing it, is they're buying it in bulk. And they're keeping the price down because they can control it. But you have to ask yourself, why is every bank and every government in the world stockpiling gold and silver? Because they know what's about to happen. So to Chaz's point, now, I had to sell some of my silver a while back because I had to pay the bills. But if you can avoid it, don't sell it. And don't sell it because you're like, oh, I bought it at 80 and it's 77 now. Just hold on. It's going to go way up over 100 here. Theoretically, anytime because of what's going on with the oil and the commodity world. But, because gold and silver is a part of the commodities market, right? So if oil goes to $150, $200, $300 a barrel, well, everything else in the commodities market follows, right? So,
there's no question. It all is connected. It's all connected. Here, let me get this on the screen. This is, they're saying this is live video where the beast, which is Trump is in right now, is heading to New York right now. There's beast. Said we talk. At Suffering, New York, he'll be speaking to a packed room of patriots who still continue hours before 47 scheduled arrival. I'm telling you, I'm not ruling out something bad happening. All of a sudden, all these things and maybe decisions that we haven't necessarily agreed with, obviously, with Trump on, and all of a sudden, boom, and everyone's sitting there like, oh my God. I mean, a meltdown would occur. Keep your wits about you guys, because, we are rolling into a 3-day weekend, Dallas? Isn't Monday's a holiday? I think we talked about. Is it Memorial Day, if I'm not mistaken? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Things are primed. Things are primed and ready right now with everything that's going on. You got any final things you'd like to talk about? We'll start taking this.
No, just stay calm. It's really exciting, all the bond stuff, and people are getting paid. Just nobody's getting paid. Nobody's liquid yet. Liquidity has to start at the very, very top. And they haven't been made liquid. Until they're made liquid, nobody else below them. I don't care what anybody says, and I hate to be that guy, but the top has to get paid first. So just remain optimistic, positive. Enjoy this weekend. Take time to count, why we have the freedoms we have, and enjoy time with your family.
Amen.
And more than anything, put up and shut up.
Hey, think about also we've got Tina Peters supposedly being released June 1st. It's right around the corner.
Yeah,
and
that's next Monday. Like not this coming Monday, but the following Monday.
Yep. Have a wonderful weekend, my friend. God bless you. Be safe. See
You too, buddy.
Bye. Another one in the box, folks. Listen, be a part of something that's happening behind the closed doors. You really want to know what's going on? This is not it. Go to join.patriotshoot.com. That's where all the Patriots are going to right now, where we're sharing this information. Tune in, obviously, Coffee with Chaz and some other things as well in there. You don't want to miss out. You really want to know what's going on. That's where you need to go. Again, go to join.patriotshoot.com. Hey, no hard feelings, 30-day trial. It's cheaper than a tank of gas. God bless the Republic of the United States of America. And God bless you, Patriots. Without you folks, there is no America or world for that matter. Take care. See ya.